Let me show you a quite expensive repair on this Ford Transit Custom. Is the 2-liter engine, the engine driven by a timing belt. Now, what we have here, this is the turbocharger. Turbocharger has failed in this particular one. And how do you notice that? Two signs: whistling kind of noise, winding noise when you rev up the engine. Secondly, no power. And also it can be excessive smoke in the back. So those kind of three symptoms, in a way they are symptoms, there's a turbo issue. Now, let me show you what we have found when we took off the turbo. So this is the exhaust shaft side. Normally, this side, it should be dry. As you can see, it's kind of oily. And this shaft, I hope it's visible, is broken. Normally, this it shouldn't have, it only should have a slight movement. But it's broken, it's detached basically. And here, this shaft, it should be continuous with this one. However, they are separated. So it's one shaft from one side to the other with two rotors, intake and exhaust rotors. This is gone. Why? Now is the big question. Common issues, lack of servicing. And another one that many of those vans, they've been recalled, is timing belt getting degraded, because those engines, they're running a wet belt, as it's called. The belt is basically running inside the engine, and oil goes on it. Now, the belts, they get disintegrated, and particles from the belt, I'll show you now. So the timing belt is here in the front of the engine behind this cover. Now, yeah, it's a bit difficult to see anyway. So in here behind this crank pulley, there's another metal cover, and behind there is the camshaft, the timing belt. Now, if belt disintegrates and particles of the belt come inside the sump, in here we'll have the oil pump. Now, oil pump, what it does, it sucks the oil to push it up in the engine to lubricate all the components. Now, because all those particles are in the sump, what they're gonna do over time, they're gonna block the oil pump strainer, and eventually all engine is gonna run with low pressure, out of which turbo is one of the most sensitive, and things like that are happening. The turbocharger is failure. Again, key to take from here, Ford Transit Customs, and this applies to any car, regular servicing, and secondly, timing belt failure is a common on those engines and can affect other components. So replacement interval, they say, is going to be around 140,000. We've seen it many times. They did not last this mileage. Even more, some of them, they've been recalled of 20, 30,000 miles to have the belt inspected, to have the oil inspected if they can see any particles of the belt. So it's worth checking on your servicing, and by all means, never take a Transit Custom to over 100,000 miles with a belt. We advise to have them replaced in region about 90,000 miles. Hope this helps. If you think this is a good video, share it and subscribe for more videos and tips on car repairs and vehicle security.